All right, let's name this alkane. Always start naming by numbering to find the longest continuous possible chain of carbons. There's 9 carbons this way, but if we number it differently, we can get a longer continuous chain. There are 10 carbons this way, with groups coming off at 3, 7, and 9. These groups are called substituents, the ones coming off the parent chain. Now if we number in this direction, the groups come off at 2, 4, and 8. We always give substituents the lowest number, so these will be at 2, 4, and 8. Now the substituents are methyl, 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 1 carbon groups, and an ethyl here, a 2 carbon group. So there's 10 carbons, that's decade. We've got an ethyl at 4 and methyls at 2, 8, and 8. So when naming the alkane, first count the carbons to determine the longest possible continuous carbon chain. That's the parent. Okay. Then you're going to name any of the alkyl substituents. You're going to give them a number to say where they come off the parent hydrocarbon that gives them the lowest possible number, and then you put them in alphabetical order. So ethyl will always come before methyl. Now, if there's more than one of a specific substituent, you're going to give it a prefix to say how many there are, and you list the numbers that they come off of the parent hydrocarbon at with commas and put a dash, like you always do. So this is 288 trimethyldecaine because there's 3 methyls altogether, 2 come off at the 8 carbon, and 1 comes off at the number 2 carbon. 4-ethyl precedes 288 trimethyl. The tri does not affect alphabetical order. So let's name this alkane in IUPAC nomenclature. So first we count the carbons to determine the longest possible chain. Here there's 8 carbons. If we turn this way, there's 8 carbons. If there's a tie, you always number so that they're the greatest number of substituents. There's only 1 if you go straight, but there's 2 substituents this way at 7 and 6. Of course, if we number in this direction, the substituents are at 2 and 3. Those are lower numbers. We've got a methyl at 2 and an ethyl at 3. Ethyl comes alphabetically before methyl, so we're going to call this thing 3-ethyl 2-methyl octane because the longest chain has 8 carbons. It is an octane.